Hello everyone, Christian Nielsen here, aka Iceland's Strongest Gay, and you are watching the World's Strongest Fan on YouTube. Enjoy the show.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. First up, we join Hafthor Bjornsson training the bench press. Here he's doing a paused rep with 195 kilos or 430 pounds. Next up, and also training bench, it's powerlifter Nicholas Dupree's. He's gone with triples. The weight of his, 210 kilos or 463 pounds. Here's a clip from Rauno Heinler, also doing bench. The weight, 220 kilos or 485 pounds. We now move into some overhead pressing, and here is Joe Oliver showing off with 115 kilos or 254 pounds. That's a serious amount of weight. Next up, it's Mateusz Kieliszkowski, also training dumbbell and showing that his recovery is going really well. That's 120 kilos or 264 pounds. Next up, we join Tom Stoltman. He says, "What an off-season so far. I've put a big focus on my pressing. Here is 170 kilos or 374 pounds for 2 reps. Following on from him, we join Donna Moore. She's training log press today. The weight, 100 kilos or 220 pounds for 2 reps. Donna looking really strong. Next up, we join Nick Hain. Here is his new personal record. The weight on that metal log, 158.5 kilos or 350 pounds. Next up, we join Dominic Creaky, also working on that log press. Today it's doubles with 158.5 kilos or 350 pounds. Here's a clip from Joseph Payne. The weight even heavier, 165.5 kilos or 365 pounds. Following on from him, we join Tim Buck, who says his body was feeling achy, but the log was feeling strong. That's 183.5 kilos or 405 pounds for 3 reps. We now move into some squatting, and first up it's Jamal Browner. The weight, 320 kilos or 705 pounds with a pause. Next up, it's Ashton Ruska. He says this is his heaviest squat since May. It's been a really rough year. 365 kilos or 805 pounds. Next up, he's back again. It's Dominic Creaky putting his Thanksgiving food to good use. That's 374 kilos or 825 pounds from him. And rounding out the squat section, it's powerlifter Andrew Herbert, also known as Herbie. Here is his top single, 375 kilos or 826 pounds. We've now got a moving event, and it comes from Naomi Hadley, 122.5 kilos or 270 pounds in each hand. Next up, and also doing farmer's walk, it's Trey Mitchell, 161 kilos or 355 pounds in each hand from him. We now move into some deadlifting, and first up it's Gabby Bergholzer. The weight, 192.5 kilos or 425 pounds. Next up, we've got a clip from John Alimo. He's pulling for reps today. The weight, 295 kilos or 650 pounds for 5 reps. Following on from him and also deadlifting, it's Daniel Gracia, known as The Rock. He's pulling from a deficit. The weight on his bar, 300 kilos or 661 pounds. Next up, we join Trey Godbold, who says, "My deadlifts are done. I also learned a new stance from the great Mitchell Hooper. Turning out my toes really helped with my back and knee pain." And he rounds out the first half of today's video.
Come on, Ryan! Come on, Ryan! Let's go, Ryan! Come on! Come on, Ryan! Come on! Get it up! Same again! Come on! That's it! Come on, face it! Come on!
Now we kick off the second part of today's video with some more deadlifting. First up, it's under 90 kilo strongman Keith Cherry. The weight, 329 kilos or 725 pounds. Following on from him, we've got another lifter. It's Matteo Toninelli from Italy. It's 2 reps with 330 kilos or 727.5 pounds. Here's a clip from Robert Sanevsky. The weight on his bar, 340 kilos or 750 pounds for 2 reps. He leans back and does whatever he can to get that final rep. Next up, he's back again, it's Joseph Payne. This is 347 kilos or 765 pounds. Next up, it's James Mitchell. Here comes a really smooth rep. The weight, 350 kilos or 771 pounds. Here's a clip from Nathan Pettit, also pulling that weight, but he's doing it for 2 reps. Here comes rep number 2. He's going to give it everything he's got. He's got some friends there cheering him on, and here it comes. Rep number 2 is a good lift. Next up, we join Jason Knight. Here is 365 kilos or 804 pounds for his new trap bar personal best. Following on from him, we join Steve Tripp. Here is his top single, 378 kilos or 835 pounds. Next up, we join Jesus Olivares. The weight, 390 kilos or 859 pounds. And rounding out the deadlift section today, it's Piquis Balboa with a new Latin American record, 400 kilos or 882 pounds. Next up, I've got some competition news. It's some of the scores from this year's World's Strongest Nation. Here is the Farmer's Walk. First place went to Mark Felix, followed closely by Rebecca Roberts. She was awesome. They also did a few more events, one of them being the Hercules hold. As you can see, Mark Felix wins again, but also props to Gabby Dixon. What an awesome performance from her, also breaking the minute. Next up, we've got the hammer hold. Eddie Hall taking the win, and in second place, Inez Carrasquillo and also Andrea Thompson in third. Awesome results from those women. Next up, it was the axle deadlift. Women lifting 220 kilos and the men 360 kilos. Gabby Dixon also showing why she's a really great competitor. Now, another event they did was the log press. You can see Andrea Thompson and Inez Carrasquillo out in front with 8 reps. I will point out though, Graham Hicks was injured on the axle deadlift. That's why he's down the bottom on 0 reps. And finally, 2 other events to mention. The tug of war was won by Team UK. That was the male and female tug of war. Finally, they had the power stairs. That was also won by Team UK. And as you can see by this photo, they were the overall winners. So congratulations to this year's World's Strongest Nation champions. Now, seeing us out today, it's Ivan Makarov, training hard on the deadlift. You can see it's a new personal record for him, so it's definitely going to be impressive. The weight, 390 kilos or 859 pounds for 6 reps. Awesome to see him doing well, and hopefully he can bring that power into next year's season. Anyway guys, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.